Einstein opened the Pandora's box of physics when he pulled the concept of a curving space screw out of his hat. Curving space is the emperor naked. Space has never been born. Space has never been born. Space has always existed as a three-dimensional stage that is absolutely nothing. Space cannot do anything. It is not space that is expanding. In the nuclei of atoms, there are congestion areas of energy spreading into space that recycle dark energy spreading into space, from which registrable particles such as electrons and photons are created, which are still composed of energy spreading into space. In other words, they are also congestion areas of energy spreading into space of their own size, where the energy spreading into space changes completely with time. Time is relative because the volume of matter is relative. Expanding galaxies were created quickly from the center out. First, the expanding supermassive objects in the centers of galaxies were born in their own three-dimensional Big Bangs. The expanding supermassive objects emit zillions of separate expanding condensations of dark matter, which quickly created new expanding stars in the very young expanding visible universe. All it took was a close pass by two expanding supermassive objects, and new expanding stars were born very quickly, as if from nothing, but of course not really from nothing. This has already been observed with the James Webb Telescope. I was only a then who predicted that the James Webb Telescope would detect ready-made and massive galaxies in the very young observable universe. And that's exactly what it did. They are there, even though according to current theories, they shouldn't be there. Only losers explain observations with the help of space-time doing tricks. By the way, expanding galaxies that emerged from the center outward are large particles that transmit information from an extremely massive and dense object that is very far away in space, outside the expanding visible universe. There are an infinite number of such objects in infinite space, and they recycle the ever-existing energy that is already a pushing force in itself. No other forces exist, and those other forces are not needed for anything. Everything is just the eternal recycling of the ever-existing physical concretely existing matter. Its density varies in infinite space according to how it recycles itself. An expanding falling apple moves away from the center of the expanding Earth, but slower than the surface of the expanding Earth. This truth has been too much for all physicists and cosmologists. Not for me. My name is Savorinen, and I am the dude, the one, the man who figured out how universe really works. Love, 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 love.